everybody, I'm Kate from Crate Insider, and I'm standing here today with Cody King from Dirt Car Lift. And Cody, we are looking at two lifts today. We've got the Eco Lift and we've got the X Lift. So tell me, what is the difference between these, and why would a racer choose one over the other?
So the main difference is going to be your riser package versus your flat lift. Your flat lift is going to be for any of your cars with no raised right front rails. Your modified, your street stocks. Your X Series is going to be for your late models and your select modifieds that do have raised right front rails. Same hydraulics, same lifting capacity, all CNC machined. So that's going to be your main differences.
Now, there is quite a bit of price difference between these two. What really determines, why is there such a price difference between the two?
Well, it's more just the material and the labor that goes into it. Your Eco X, obviously, it's a lot less detailed machining, as well as you don't have the riser package, you don't have the extra cost that goes with it. Any given point, we have a trade-in program in which, let's say you have an Eco lift and you go late model racing, or you just want a new lift. You keep your hydraulics, you send us your frame, it's $950, and you have the newest frame out.
I did not know that. That's really awesome. I mean, that way you've got this this is a lift that you buy for life, basically.
Yes, ma'am. Yep, you buy one and you don't, they don't wear out. There's guys on the tour, obviously, that use them religiously, and you don't run into wear and tear, but when you get ready to get a new one, it's there.
Yeah, and that's one trend that I've seen in the last several years is I'm seeing fewer and fewer jacks, and I'm seeing more and more lifts, and it's almost like it's become almost a must-have at this point.
It is, and the main difference in ours from our competitors is it's not a chop saw and a welder. There's no room for error there. When you got a chop saw and you got a welder, there's human error. There's weld points that break. I can't tell you how many customers I get that they just say, I was welding on my lift more than I was using it, and that gets old. You shouldn't have to worry about it. It's our hydraulics are superior. We don't second on anything on the hydraulics. We're way overrated as far as just lifting even 3,000 pound cars. It's no issue, and we actually have to limit our hydraulics so that people don't try to lift up dump trucks and everything else they can fit it under.
I'm sure you've gotten some questions on that, and it's okay. We always get guests on my videos, and now these lift to 20 inches if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, ma'am. So the Eco goes to 18 inches, and the X Series goes to 20 in the rear with the right front riser.
Now, for putting these in, obviously you're going to take these to the track, so you're going to put them in the trailer. Are you finding that most guys hang them on the wall?
They are. We sell wall hangers. Some guys just throw it under the back of the car and close the door up. It's really just preference.
And when these are folded flat, then about how much space do they take up?
You're looking at 3-inch collapsed height.
What?
Yep.
What? That's crazy. You can put that anywhere.
Anywhere it'll fit.
Wow, I hadn't really paid attention, but it's really awesome. I absolutely love these lifts. My customers have loved these lifts, and I just wanted to get a couple little more piece of information. Is there anything else that a racer should know if they're choosing any lift? Or are there any other questions that they should ask?
You definitely want to think of my main thing is we have all this money in these race cars, and then we go put our so-called best friends and crews under these jacks that are just I wouldn't let my dog sleep under it. So that's the main thing when you're looking at a lift is look at the safety. We're all pretty competitive in pricing. Look at the safety aspect of it. Look at the hydraulics. Make sure you're not buying something that could potentially hurt you, your wife, your kids, your crew, anybody. That's going to be, I'd say, the main thing. And then the other main thing I'd like to put out there is when on the modified guys, or really any car that runs a metric frame rail. If you run a metric frame rail and you do not have the subframe rails inside, we do have a 52-inch lift available. So that's a big thing. Sometimes we get customers that say, oh, well, we didn't know. You have to know your car. I don't know your car. So that's the main thing I'd like to, I guess if I could put something out there to everyone is know what you need when you call, and we can guide you in the correct direction. But once again, I don't know your car. You do.
Correct. Great point. And that's really why I come out and I want to do an interview like this to find out that information that I mean, I don't even know that I don't know. So,
Yes, ma'am.
well, thank you so much for taking the time with me today. And yeah, I think we should see these lifts in action. Yeah, we'll have to do that. Thanks so much for watching, and check this out.